Realmids is a apology is accepted. I think she wasn't prepared for the question or nervous. That's why she naively say things which were inappropriate. Because now I saw some fans coming online to talk about like let's be guided, this and that.
Asladeo. What's good, my beautiful people? You are most welcome to Asladeo podcast with me, Deo. Today, I have my guest, my poor beautiful, his first time, Mr. OBB, MC Wangjok. Tuaramu. For any.
For a deal,
Yeah.
it's a
Karna.
pleasure.
Yeah. For you. Karna, but anybody.
Busy, been busy, been running around.
Yeah.
Get me near, do you? No, na take na can we
Chica
teach
teach.
and then
It was a carry away some
yep,
years ago.
yeah, Maracona pa choking age, yeah, para chill gonna para di.
Wapa.
Oh, don't do.
Since go better before
Actually, it's
215 or
actually
Marapa.
12 years.
12 years. Yeah. It
I
can
think
reach.
teach is 12 yeyears.
I can't believe that video but you don't grow old. Actually my chan, mati pa actually manyan.
And get on a wagon.
Yeah, music eti what ni.
Music, too, you know, Anthony, Tiana Buka, like ceremony. But my style, that has always been my style. The brand does not release music all the time. That's how we have stayed relevant. Pianga you to what Jimmy Chawa, it all what Dana will locate. Mira, he made he killed the money walk. He worked down the coco, that he kill money.
Okay, now
It's
down
kind of
that
my
now.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let me hope.
Ti Tiana no car like ceremony, but music as well because it doesn't put me under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me hope you're still working on me and baby all the release. The me and baby.
Me be where me be is in our catalog. We're knowing to don't release. Actually, our most recent release is from me and baby. Where me and baby ni kani a better warne and ki style ani. Charon warne wa 23rd. No filate warne wa. Pian ka wara chele gan koko mara chel tumo. Ka wara ria no duong mo makonye pe. Pe chalo kori pa jomogo mano mara chel mere wat we ngwan. Ka pe kero timo ko mano. Dog ding o yiri.
I feel like me and baby is a very broad project.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's a big project. Ma timo. Watama nino wata wa chala album ni wo. Chitamo gatini ngo. Down to kind pegging you album, Money Arman or album. Let me listen to it. When we released one of my EPs during the COVID lockdown, that was Larema EP had about I think 5 songs. War going war down a poker chewing ka win. If you any be known German yar, Narman yar, way man, Narman yar man. And no way Mogoni don't deal with warning. They don't pay attention to whatever you're singing. The concept EP, Menuano Katika Rema, inspired by, of course, a friend of mine, the loss of a friend of mine during the same lockdown. Normal when you get any to try. Down when you get it, you're down my
yeah.
And a put down a care chewingy, Koriman Magain war, down in your pill, kind of.
I feel like album itself it's a very expensive kind of project.
It is an expensive project.
So frustrating.
It frustrates you. Actually, the entire music industry and the music business can frustrate you if you're not calculative, because the cost on the return on investment is, you know, is very little, I would say.
Yeah.
Larema was a funded EP by the Cornisha Art Fund.
Yeah.
That EP of only 5 songs was 5 million shillings, meaning the production of each song was 1 million. Yeah. And again, no, chene ni kana ni iwara wara gejeba ni bidugu dugu in how long. Cause they made videos benadong wele dong right mapedong lare. So the artists go through a lot of this
Frustration.
dynamics and
Yeah.
frustration. Ikar chene pecaro. Ikar chene pecaro.
Yeah. Okay, now some 3 weeks ago, the mentor go discussing copyright law. Part of Uganda. Let me hope ni petty affecting yen. No petiga no tiga chwak ko dak uro ko in January no one.
And gin mukara ni na me lori e chano awe beto. Piana lori e chon. For people who can remember, ikine made COVID. I had about 3 projects during COVID. Funded projects. I think 3 or 2. One, of course, one was my EP. Funded project. The next one was a project called Right Now and Better. Right Now and Better, whatever. That was a project funded by the Goze Drum Fund, Artists Fund. They gave us money on a project that we wrote for artists, to build resilience. We have good tekio, good jingo, matek. Pian kar ma corona bioni. The way good dano chan, performing artists, visual artists. Down dano chan, pian me achel, you don't distribute music, And the project also taught artists on copyright and neighboring rights. Because any work of art, of the human intellect, that's your copyright. So you need to protect it and survive on it. Kani corona da dukomberi we down the wheel be. People are not doing this. Artists are not distributing music. Because when you distribute music, you can get a penny from it. It might not be much, but if you build an audience, a following on these platforms where you distribute music, you can earn something from it.
Yeah.
Anyway. So chik enini ubinu kar mabe ento who artists are uninformed. You win many copyright. Many of them don't know what this means. Itame do bino do beriam chan. Beriam chan ni beriam chan ni beriam. The government alone needs a lot of money to implement this.
Yeah.
Government needs money to implement this. Well, there are other areas which favors us because it now protects our copyright. It also now gives people who will use a work of art, the chance to pay us. We are now supposed to earn from our craft, but it's upside. If people who are supposed to earn from their craft, many of them don't know what this means. We need to be. They need to be, aware of what this means for them, the impact.
Yeah. I'm happy you're among the guy that will benefit a little bit. Though probably
Probably Chan Komberi, we might not benefit that much, but maybe the next generation of artists will benefit something from it. Well, if it's implemented
I think
rightly, then the artists will benefit something from it. Otherwise, sometimes laws are passed because of a political motivation. Because artists have been very active during this election. The just concluded election. Artists have been very active.
Yeah.
There's always a way to appreciate them. Let's hope it wasn't politically motivated. Many laws have been passed, the pornography, and many others, but they are not in effect. They're not working. This might be the same.
So let's not be surprised when it
You you,
doesn't
sh-
work.
you should not be surprised.
Yeah, I agree with that because you have given an example of the bill that was passed some years ago. Yeah, back to music. You have seen your new release. You have gone astray. You have parted ways from what you really do. Share that thing,
No,
style or
not
parted.
not really.
When you see your release, electric and I'm a piano style, one way of storytelling. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still an element of storytelling in it. This is it's still part of the album, the Mino BB album,
Mm,
which has taken forever to come out. We have been releasing in piecemeals,
mm,
which has become our way of doing things. And I feel very proud that even songs that I released 3 4 years ago I can release now, and they sound so fresh. Meaning my work of art stand test of time. This very release, Mil Piak. Mil Piak is like a spark or lightning, and the concept of Mil Piak came from some idea that what happened in the past. In primary school,
mm.
when a lady sits in a way that exposes her underwear, we usually say you've captured a shot, something like that.
Marcello.
Uh,
Tja.
yes. So I always try to make my music have meanings and relate to how
Real
we've
life.
lived life or we're living life.
Reality.
Yes, reality it is. So the meal piak. First of all, you know, when you sit and you expose your private or underwear is by traditional uh, etiquette standards is not right, and for a woman it's not ladylike to sit like that. A man can sit and raise their legs up, get it like chore. But so this story uh, it's about it's fixatious rather, but relates to reality. And the story, if you listen carefully, you understand that I'm saying that's bad.
Mm. Yeah,
Uh,
but in a mod, and mil piake, we don't go in your video. Ma no in your department, we don't take away a meal piak, we don't video. The way mo can tea.
Kita wajani, but we cannot deviate from what we were in the past. In kaka manu funyi ni berga mi lipia ko manu si
Meal
in
piak.
met mi lipia. Or when you're doing it for business, no way in on me edit you by. No pore kay kit pa wan dan no wan chol in berga katime ko manu.
Yeah,
Is provocative. If
uncultured.
uncultured, provocative for a young man, itete une message ngaro mo we ngaro mo uchak tamo gena padri kwanya tension negi kom jim money tete une
But it's good for big people.
yeah it's
Whoever is
oh yeah
interested.
they say please don't try this at home. You see, that's kafood watie wawe dan joke ne wani anywhere gym down bia anywhere. I think that's where my creativity is. As an artist, you need to be creative, and that's my unique selling point.
And I'm kind of not happy with you when you try to bring that statement. What if then you are the MC Wangjok? I always tell you, you are MC Wangjok alone. Who are the next MC Wangjok? Because Allah atime ya. Nemo bobelo
Ala
pe o kan so iwero lui rekwe. Nga mati the next MC
kereni ana
Wangjok.
marching ngare mo. Ngade ne po bere an. Ineno.
But in the other
Yinde
way,
meni nyale yin keni
you know
iti
kana.
yin achel kan. Kereno kinyale wona rio chen wona pio ni. Kereni yo identical. Pe be rom dana rio pe rom be rom matwal.
But a big grooming kena
But
atim kati timo gina be.
we
Let's
can
go.
groom young people to do something similar to what we do. But I will not advise them to copy what I do. Be original, be you. Be you. You should get your comfort zone and excel in your comfort zone. It took me so many years to get my comfort zone. Joke ni ga ta wear ingene joke ta no pa ba lo le mo. Yo ni le kien gang mo ma korongo. One wear ke le mo in our early days. But I know ni gimo be pere.
Olo kumu wacho.
There was nothing really mama ti attractive ni indi ti we ke le mo don kono ni le mo no be wange o mata da ba pian we no rat and right at this.
Level gil.
You don't le pong mo no gili do ke le wa ke. You don't get a ibere ga wache ne kere ni. Ching down or ching lutino matino miro mare.
Yeah.
And kana mabi mako chi mira nyutini, don't be me. In the past I've had some people trying to sound like me. There's not one, there's a couple of them, 3 I think or 4. People sound exactly like MC Wangjok. But my producer rocks always when he listens to this music, go on a chimway. That shows you're legendary.
And you
because the people want to sound like Pac. Even right now that Tupac is in his grave. Tupac. It means you've made an impact. Iko pa dano idonye we ni dano ni ada ni gini don kar kitimo kuma yana da what my bear ni we time
any positivity. So Ken and Mod, you guys wanna be the one there.
kwana ni Pine Avenue.
Pine Avenue. I know. Kamoti under management, Papa. I don't know how often you guys meet, and when you guys meet, what do you talk about?
How often we meet?
Yeah.
After Pine?
Yes, after Pine.
We're all busy people and we're mature people. I met OJ yesterday.
Okay.
But it was a coincidence. It was on invitation. However, sometimes I miss him and I travel all the way to Noya. You can ask him. I've been there many times. I go there and visit him.
You guys were the face of Pine. By then.
Yeah. For our sister Pretty B, we don't meet so often. It's always either she's in a car and we're passing or.
Yes.
Yeah. And,
yeah. And Mr., how do you see Pine right now? Since, I'm sorry to say this, it's a sinking ship. And you guys jumped off. You never wanted to sink with the ship.
Well, I would not want to say it's a sinking ship. Maybe you said that for lack of a better word, but Pine, I think it's management issues. They're derailing, but they can still get back on track.
Yeah, and I think it where me watching it because I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of Pine.
You can say whatever you want, but
because I'm a fan.
But for me, I still have an attachment. He hurts me to. It's like someone saying you. your former school
Yeah.
is no more.
That shows that
Uh,
you're a good person. You always wish the best.
I wish I wish
The best of
the
Jamaica,
very
whatever.
best for them. Someone saying your alma mater is crashing. It is it's going to the drain.
Yeah,
I wish the best for them. I think they've deviated from their purpose, from the vision, because the pine where we were
very active.
was a very powerful pine. Pine that was one time the best music group in the country, even
Yeah,
beating Mose Radio and Weasel.
and
Can you imagine that?
the Swans Avenue.
Yes, on the same category.
Yeah, we're very proud of it, huh?
At the Pine Days, we would be on the same. I remember being on the same category in a Rising Star Award with the Ghetto Kids when they're just broken through. That was the Pine.
Yeah,
So it
wish
adds some of you, it adds the fans.
more especially me.
Whereas it's never too late. I think they only have one artist.
Yeah,
Do they have one artist? You should know better as a fan.
yeah, they have one artist, of course. We just wish them the best. Ken and Amot Pine was really very organized, as you said. We're so disappointed, but we wish them the best to come back on
Yeah,
their
we wish
feet.
them the very best.
Yeah.
It's hurting to see them like that.
And how are you keeping your brand, you as MC Wangjok? Because they water away every time, but they water away may or more, Chalamaka, may or more. You're not
There's
even a
also,
faded
you
artist.
don't want us to go back to Pine, but there's one thing I learned from Pine. You need to give people their flowers.
Yeah.
Uh, at our Pine Days, we used to release music from our catalog.
Mm.
We don't produce and release music immediately. There's always this catalog where you produce music and you send to it. The boss listens to it. If it's trash, he'll tell you this is trash. But I'm lucky when I was there, none of my music was trash though. So in this catalog, he would choose a song to be released. So even when I left Pine, that is how I operated.
Mm.
I still have a catalog. I have music in my catalog, even during the Pine Days, which I've not released. 12 years, 13 years. They're still there. If I want to redo it again, to redo it.
Do you
It
sometimes?
takes a lot of patience to, keep your work of art for that long. Because you also don't want to release garbage.
Mm.
So Pine taught us that.
Do you sometimes miss Pine?
I miss the team. I miss that team. We had built a very powerful team. The promotional team was amazing.
And if you're to
The
see,
artists were amazing.
the background, you
The
guys.
well wishers we had then,
Mm.
it was out of this world. It's not happening now anywhere. In our Pine Days, when we have a concert, you might feel like it's
Once a year.
it's Christmas on earth. The support we would get then. A children do chawnan kar we don't kar we da don't
Kele
ever
Chumuni.
we kelu chumuni we gin did.
Yeah.
Even my own mother would go crazy when I release a song or I have a concert or.
No dear.
But that's gone. I don't think it's gone. That can still be reignited.
But it won't be the same. Honestly, that's what I can tell. MC
So on
Wangjok.
releasing a song, that's what I learned from them. That's why I feel very comfortable releasing. And I built that as a brand then. Because even in those days I would release 1 or 2 songs a year.
And it's still trend. Like,
And that's me. That's me that someone can't copy. For you to do that, you must be selling like a hot cake. But if you're not selling like a hot cake, they'll forget about you. And you also need to stay relevant. It works even best for our kind of music.
Yeah.
Because our kind of music, it's a music that has more listeners and dancers. People want to dance to a song. We have people want to dana miri win nyiri wa nyiglo ngo rather than ginimiele. But we have also tried to blend it, like in my most recent release. It's electronic, danceable. Gina gulugi, town, Roma, la kire.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is watching us outside there, this is Asli the podcast with me, Deo. Atietienki and my watching Mr. BB. I'll always call you Mr. BB. MC Wangjok. Joke luana MC Wangjok. Kangara luana MC Wangjok. No pengi mabe. Ngara luana o BB. No ngi yo
no ngi. Kweje.
Yeah. And MC Wangjok releasing a new song. Mili Piak. It has a lot of meaning. Yeah, ma football lo we dwak tal bot mara. Ko lo chilari dek mo we ko katte program. Karibu.
Ni katte program. Ni dek wa.
What you gonna do?
Well, it was nice having you here after a very long time.
Yeah.
There's something I wanted to say. Last week, I think it was last week, there was something that came on social media. One of the rap artists, an upcoming artist, I think you might know her. She's called Realmids.
I've interviewed her some 2 months ago.
She said something on TV on Horizon Vibe on UBC with Calvin. And I saw people commenting so negatively about it. I think, well, she called me. I'll talk about that later. I think she wasn't prepared, or rather, she did not understand the question. Yeah, because when she was asked who's the biggest or something like that, then she said, MC Wangjok is the greatest of all time. That was enough. I think that was enough. Then she added something on top of that. But that I'm whack.
Okay.
Yeah. Which are just two different things.
Yeah.
The greatest of all time.
But you whack.
I'm whack.
That doesn't match.
Yeah.
In bad ways.
So I had not seen the interview. It happened that I was in the farm that day. I got a call, a strange number, a number that had never called me before. I answered the call and oh yeah, I'm Realmids. She said, I like your work. I've been following you for a long time. Appreciate the good things you've done. I saw you had a hip hop gathering that I really wanted to be part of, but I couldn't make it. But next time, something like that. Then she came to this story that I wanted to apologize for something. I wanted to apologize for something I said on Horizon Vibe. You might come across it one day. And I asked her what happened. What happened, really? She told me that she didn't talk about calling me whack. She told me they asked me about who's the greatest, and I said, you're the greatest of all time. But I think I wasn't sure. I don't know if I said the right thing like that. I want to apologize. Then I told her I've been in this game long enough. Over 20 years. I deserve it. If you look closely, I've been here, I've been here longer even some of these people you see. because I became mainstream from around 2004, 2005. But even before that, I was already rapping as a child, a young boy. I've seen all these changes. I've seen the game evolving. You see that? I've seen all these things that you talk about, producers, other artists, some have died, some still living. I've worked with Lumix. I don't usually talk about it. As Underground Blacks movement, we worked with Lumix. We did an EP. My brother Judas was not singing by then. I don't know where he was. Probably still in school. Oh, that was a long time ago. I usually don't talk about my past, but I'm here. I always say you respect the OGs. Yeah. So we are here. Realmids is apology is accepted. I think she wasn't prepared for the question or nervous. That's why she naively say things which were inappropriate. Because now I saw some fans coming online to talk about like let's be guided, this and that. Wangjok is not work. I think she didn't mean to say it because she would not call me.
Yeah.
If she was a proud person about what she said. No go on a chin. But she meant no harm. And she's our sister. We can always help her grow because we understand the game more than anyone else. And as we're getting older, we cannot be there all the time. It's their time to shine. All these other ones, all these young rappers who came up, there's so many of them now. It's their time to shine. Our days were different. Our days gave me a recording where me and yet badge at Kampala. We are poor karma what you and badge at Kampala. I can never forget that. Kampala coach. Sudan no food Lord K no car and badge you Sudan duong to car. Want you much you badge.
Kamera no, I mean, Lutan Pamian Mokasa, don't go to
So that look how the people who follow MC Wangjok. We're still here. We might not sing every day, but we're here because we've made a milestone. So by the time I come, I want to wake again.
To dear begin.
Yeah, see, we can guide them. However, it's also very hard to work with young people because the way they do things. Gen Z, ni kira team get gym part, mama part.
When you do that,
Kira team get gym piano ni mira team la kira money. Kai ti ket gi mira ni ye ni dong. Pay better lock trial piano mira. But you married me, why you do like this,
Yeah.
But maybe one day we can work with a few. I have a dream of, getting a few young rappers and we do a project together. Maybe like 5 of them on one big song. We can do something. Marwate. Kagain ba getting out the idea. Don't chatter. The same way our brother Timson sold to me this idea of Bana. I was very busy. I didn't know I would even get time. Then Tianama chef, I quite a car, a team kongi.
Honor, yeah.
I honor ye. Gina team G. Gini wando team picar, mal gina dong in team. Mwaka piari, give but that. You're a master. You're a master in that craft. Only katai chi gini no tiana don't really yam.
Much work done the lang at that. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for following this program as the Day Podcast with me, Deo, and my friend MC Wangjok.